Have you ever cried out to God and felt like God was not listening? Have you ever experienced a moment when you prayed, but it seems like God was silent while your problem kept getting worse? What would you do if you saw corruption everywhere, the innocent suffering, and the wicked winning, while the heavens stayed quiet? And what if God's answer to your prayer was not what you expected? This was the situation of Habakkuk, a prophet who was very different from others. Instead of giving God's message, he brought people's pain and doubt directly to God. Habakkuk lived in Judah. In his time, Judah was full of violence, corruption, and injustice. The poor were being oppressed. Leaders used their power to dominate. In the middle of all this, Habakkuk cried to God. How long, O Lord, must I cry for help and you do not listen? Or cry out to you violence and you do not intervene? God answered Habakkuk, saying that he will use the Babylonians to punish Judah for its sins. For Habakkuk, this made no sense. He was confused, shocked even, because the Babylonians were wicked. They were known by their cruelty and power. This only deepened Habakkuk's struggle. He questioned God again, saying, Lord, how can you let this happen? You are too pure to look on evil. Why are you silent while the wicked swallow up those righteous than themselves? His confusion grew. He thought God was supposed to save the righteous, not empower the wicked. Yet, despite his confusion, Habakkuk decided to wait on God. He didn't turn away in frustration or despair. Instead, he said, I will stand at my watch and station myself on the tower. I will wait to see what you will say to me. Habakkuk understood. He stopped complaining and started trusting God. At the end, he prayed and sang a beautiful song of faith. Even if the fig tree does not blossom, even if there is no food, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. This part of story shows that the prophet's struggle is like our own journey of faith. There are moments in life when it feels like the evil is winning and God seems distant. We may not always understand why things happen the way they do, or why injustice seems to thrive. The book tells us that it is okay to question God, but we must never stop trusting Him. Habakkuk invites us to trust God, even when we do not understand His actions. Sometimes God can use our enemies or evil people to fulfill His mission.